from me. Unbelievable how wrong he just was on something. Big topic. Welcome to ENN, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, ENN tonight brought to you by Security Dodge. Go see Michelle Scalesian. I'd like to start off by saying good evening to all of us.
Well, I'll be there Sunday night. Why don't you sleep with me?
Excuse
Come
me?
to the hotel. It's a nice hotel.
Wait a minute.
That was
Time out.
And to Don.
It was more palms than pits.
It was to Don and myself.
Maybe you did have to squeeze one out. As you said, get a little sweaty early.
Okay. It's a sleeper. That one builds as it goes on.
Maybe you did have to squeeze one out. As you said, get a little sweaty early.
Okay. And to Michael and myself.
BetterHelp.
Well, you know what, Michael? I'm not going to tell you about BetterHelp, but I will tell you about BetterHelp. And to myself, I said, what would Michael do? Throw it right in the garbage.
There were other things said that were better.
I'll write all the numbers down for the Capitals.
Because we did work blue today, but it's one thing to say it live. It's another thing to regurgitate
What about,
it in the drive.
let me say good evening to Marco Livero.
The Giants will take a quarterback, but possibly not. They may trade down. They may trade up. Also hearing they may stay at 6.
Good evening to myself also. Just feed me the sausage without telling me anything about it. You know what I mean?
I think just feed me the sausage would have done just well. Perfect.
Guys, a lot going on today.
Sure.
We mentioned this earlier. I think it's an important subject. Tomorrow's a big day.
Huge.
In professional sports.
That's right. We got Game 3 Knicks Sixers.
Yeah,
we
that's the
got
big one.
Game 3 Islanders Hurricanes.
Sure. And?
NFL draft.
NFL draft.
The NFL draft. Right.
And Yankees A's.
So again, we'd rather watch the sausage made than enjoy the delicious sausage.
Speaking of sausage, let's hear from Dave Rosenberg. Here's Dave discussing the decision in his house between watching the draft and the Knicks Game 3.
On the big TV.
On the big TV, yeah.
We were breaking down how we will watch the draft and the Knicks tomorrow. And he's like, Knicks is a game. They should get the main television. And I said, for me, tomorrow night, especially with the Knicks up 2-0, draft should get the main television. Knicks should go on a side TV.
I'm with Alex. I think Knicks goes, and your TVs are way too close together, by the way. Knicks big TV. And then if you want to...
I told him I would be willing to discuss Knicks big TV on mute, draft on a side TV with the volume on.
Yeah, but don't you want to be involved with, like, the crowd noise and everything else?
No, I want to know what's going on in the draft.
You're not a big Knicks fan.
Is that the answer?
Yeah, because again, I want to know, what is it that you have to see? I'm a big Giant fan. I want to know what they do at 6. I'll look on the computer. I'll see if they made a trade. I'll see who they drafted, as opposed to a game. Now, if there's nothing else going on, of course, watch it. If you're not a fan of basketball or hockey or whatever, by all means, dive in. But your Knicks are playing a pivotal Game 3 against the Sixers. Like, how does that not get the main television?
Here's what I would give them. You put the Knicks on. The Giants picked. You switch over to the sound on the draft. So he loves the Giants, sees who the Giants select. The breakdown of it. Give yourself 15 minutes. It's on the big screen. And this way you don't have the sound on. But, I mean, after you care that much about the first 3 picks? I mean, that you're going to black out the Knicks game?
Again, I think that Don's right. The answer is he's just not a big Knicks fan. He likes the Knicks.
Yeah, he likes the Knicks. He likes the Mets. But he likes the Rangers. He loves the Giants.
He says he's a bigger Ranger fan than Knicks fan. So I'm wondering if the Rangers were playing, would it get the same? So that's where I need to gauge whether it's a lack of interest in the Knicks or just an overabundance of interest in the draft. Again, I love the draft. Our coverage of the draft is terrific. But, I mean, the whole reason we watch the draft is for these players to play in a game. Your team is playing in a playoff game. Now, he did say, all right, 2-0, so maybe he looks at Game 3. I look at this as a huge game, Michael. I do.
Of course it's a big game.
Because if you watch last night, the Bucks lost.
If it was Game 4...
So the Bucks are at least going 5.
So if it was a Game 4 and the Knicks were up 3-0...
Hey, he's got a little argument.
But it's 2-0. This is crazy. You can't... Think about it. If the Knicks go out and steal this one, I will not call the series over, but it's basically over.
Well,
if the Knicks lose this game, we have a series.
But
It's on.
why are we trying to get into his head? Jody once taught me something.
Go ahead.
We were talking about somebody who, murdered somebody. I said, well, what could they be thinking? She said, you're trying to rationalize a crazy person. People that commit that crime, they're nuts. We're trying to rationalize Dave Rothenberg's mind?
Because we like him, and I want to know. I can't help but analyze things.
It's frightening in there.
You can't get in there, can you? It's too crazy in there.
All right, so Anthony reached out. He said if it were the Rangers playing, it'd be a tougher decision. But ultimately, you'd still go with draft?
So then stop with the Nick, I'm a Nick fan nonsense. Stop.
Well, I mean, you could be a fan, but I have no problem having a pecking order. I mean, can you really honestly root for all of your favorite teams equally?
But this is not a giant game.
I
if it was Monday Night Football against a playoff
But listen,
game,
there are people, though, out there, I'm sure, who would think that I am a fraud Commanders fan, even if I made time to watch them on my first, second, third, and fourth honeymoon. There are people who would think I was a fraud because I really tell me about the draft when it's over. I don't care.
Also,
and we're drafting. Keep in mind, we're drafting a franchise quarterback. But I know it's one of two people. But I know who they are.
Here's the deal, Peter. You can read about the whole draft and learn everything you want with everything that's written. You don't have to watch a second of it.
I know. There's no...
In fact, you're going to get better stuff in the papers later.
That I kind of disagree with because, again, I can understand wanting to see the pick and getting it in real time. I understand that. So if you want to flip over quick, but to have the entire draft, because we're not just talking about, I think everybody can agree, when the Giants pick, if you're a Giant fan or Jet fan, that you're going to want the main television for the selection, the chest bump with Roger Goodell, and the analysis.
That's the only thing you're watching for.
The whole draft. So every selection, every team's pick is going to take precedent over the Knicks game 3.
Is it me or does that give me, just so cringe?
Which part?
That song. It's so overdone. First of all, it's on a xylophone.
It's
or a glockenspiel.
So real quick, the reason
Charlie plays glockenspiel.
I'm rooting for it to be a glockenspiel.
The reason that Dave Rothenberg won't get to hear the soothing tones of Mike Breen, the reason is simply because he wants to hear this. I don't get it.
And we got this right, Anthony, right? This is the draft, not the Giants pick. This is the draft, like the whole draft.
Yeah.
So when the Texans are picking, it's going to be on his big screen, and the Knicks are going to be on another screen.
Yeah, it's not right.
That doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't jive with you.
Then you know what? You know what you do? You gotta have more respect for it. You know what? Just DVR the Knick game. Just watch the whole draft, drenched in your own sweat, and then after the draft's over, watch the Knick game.
It was
on fast forward.
Let's go. Speaking of the Knicks,
yes,
Coach Thibaut Diaw, he had his reaction to the 2-minute report released by the NBA, which basically said they got every call wrong in the last 2 minutes.
No, I'm more concerned with the 46-minute report. No, and I mean that. I knew they couldn't call a foul there. I'm watching the way Jaylen's being guarded.
What about Game 2 in general, Coach?
I'm locked into Game 3. That's where we are. We don't get sidetracked with that stuff. I just, like I said, I watched the whole game, not 2 minutes worth.
But, Coach, what about the draft? That's what I would have asked. I was like, he's all in on game, but what about the draft, Coach?
Are you even going to be able to concentrate?
Did you see the John Winthrop text?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. What did he say?
He's a bigger football fan than anybody.
I know. He's crazy.
Than his wife. Than he cares about his wife. It's the drama of hoping the guy you want falls to you.
Oh, such drama.
But again, you could follow it. Well, how about the drama of your favorite basketball team trying to take a 3-0 series lead? Is the shot going to go in or not? Are they going to be able to defend Embiid? Did we forget sports?
You're watching the draft with the hopes that your team gets a player that will come to your city, perform on a really high level, so they can one day make the playoffs and compete in a game that your other team is playing in at the same time. That's what you're dreaming of. If you're a true Knicks fan, I'm sorry, you're looking at your phone to see where your football team picks. That's it.
I've got to share something with you where you will get dragged in to the hatred of me.
Oh, no.
So, Yes is running the center stage that I did with John Sterling.
I watched it twice on Saturday.
You did?
No, by heart. Natalie watched it twice, too.
Really?
We were cleaning up. We have a new built-in closet thing in our bedroom, so we were filling with clothes and organizing. Yankee game ended. We just kept educating ourselves.
Well, there's this guy, leadoff hitter.
Sure.
On X.
Yeah, sounds good.
You can't change my mind on this Michael K. He is a world-class D-bag, but it says the word. Yeah.
About you?
Yes, and he has the clip of John
I agree,
Sterling.
but why?
I know he's got a show to run, but not even a sorry for your loss or even any type of condolences or even acknowledgement. Nope. Just next question. This guy doesn't realize John and I are friends. I'm going to give him condolences with stuff I've done, condolences in real life. It's a show. Also, the thing is edited. They edit out stuff, too.
So he's talking about the part when John talked about losing his sister.
Yes.
So they did edit sort of
edited.
quickly. They sort of edited quickly, but real quick, and it's a touching moment in the show.
Right.
John's talking about the worst year of his life, 1989. I believe.
Yes, yeah.
And he goes back to it's at that time when you were
watch.
I did. At the time that you did the show, it's probably 25, 30 years ago.
Yes.
In which I'm sure you've had many conversations about his sister.
I was there when his sister died.
Like people, just
But here's where you get called in.
What did I do?
So this guy calls me a D-bag.
Okay.
And then
again, I agree with what he said, but it's not how he got there.
88 Yankee fan says, "Oh, totally agree. I can't stand him on a show. Peter's only made him into even a bigger one on the show.
How did I?
So you've made me a bigger D-bag.
I don't know.
Somehow you got thrown into it. I actually feel sorry for you this time.
I don't deserve that. Even when I win, I lose. No matter what.
So you're watching a center stage that was done 7 years ago.
Right.
Where the loss of his sister was 30 years before that.
Yes.
And I'm supposed to say my condolences. And what I did say was edited out.
Because they have to get to the next thing.
They've got to go to the next thing. But I'm a D-bag. And then I'm a bigger D-bag because of you. Don, you're not included.
I feel left out.
All right, Peter, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead. Anthony wants to talk to me. Go ahead.
All right.
So you know the pick is in for the Commanders.
Oh, hold on. Did you say the pick is in?
Yes. That comes on. Roger just finished hugging. Most likely Caleb Williams.
Yes, he's hugging Caleb Williams.
You don't switch to the channel to see.
I will want to see the announcement of the new Commanders quarterback, and I will actually then want to see the next 7 or 8 minutes where they talk about and analyze it.
That's
and then
fair.
after that, I'm going to go back to the news.
Okay, I got you.
That's a human being. How about Pickle says, love Yankee Boy in the 4-minute version of God Bless America, calling the draft chime cringe. Ironic.
4-minute version of God Bless America.
Yeah.
What do I have to do with that?
I don't know.
And also, it's not 4 minutes, you clown. They can't have 4 minutes between innings. They introduce the veteran, then they play God Bless America.
Right.
You think I chose the song? You think I programmed the Yankee innings? You stupid idiot.
Well, you don't call it out. I guess you're supposed to.
Again, this is
coming in the bottom of the 7.
What's the guy's name?
Pickles.
Pickles. Does he have his picture there? Or some kind of
actually no.
Or is he a gutless puke?
So Pickles, I'm not a talk show host on the games. So you want me to stand on the game and go, I can't believe they're playing a 4-minute version? I mean, are people out of their mind, Peter?
He's got a cartoon picture of a dog with an Islander hat on.
Oh, okay. Good, Pickles. Good for you. Continue.
People are, to answer your question, yes, people are out of their mind. Jaylen Brunson's not, though.
People are up for grabs.
Yeah, they are up for grabs. Jaylen Brunson, are you happy with the looks you've been getting so far in the Sixers series?
Yeah, for the most part, I'm shooting the shots that I've been shooting have been the ones I've been making all year. I mean, I gotta obviously be better and make the shots, but also you gotta give them a lot of credit. It is what it is at this point. I just gotta be better.
Now, listen, as you know.
You think I programmed the Yankee innings? You stupid idiot.
As you guys know, Joel Embiid yesterday said that in spite of everything and how hard the loss was for them emotionally, they're going to win this series. Jaylen Brunson was asked if he's seen Embiid's comments and will they motivate the team?
No, I mean, we see it, but it's nothing we can really do. It's the playoffs, so if you need any more ammunition now, then I don't know if you're in the right business.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure about that. I love Jaylen Brunson, but
everything's motivating.
Any added ammunition is perfect.
Yeah,
if they can aggravate you just a little more to get you even more locked in.
Although I will say this. I don't think it's really anything that a player goes, oh, no, we're still going to win this series. You should feel that. Everyone should feel down 2-0. All the Sixers did.
Yeah, but he pretty much guaranteed it. Without saying the word guarantee, we're going to win the series.
He's the captain of the team.
Desperate times call for desperate. I think there's a difference saying it now than if at the start of the series.
Correct, exactly. You're down 2-0. The Knicks, all the Knicks did so far was hold court. It may have been a painful way, but all they did was win their 2 games at home, right? The Sixers are thinking they're going back to Philly to win 2 games.
So this guy Pickles is comparing the draft gong to God Bless America.
I don't understand what that means. I think
so he doesn't want to hear God Bless America, but he wants to hear the draft gong.
I don't want to put words in his mouth.
Stupid.
I guess what he's trying to say is, do they have to be the one team that does it every game when everybody in baseball does it on Sunday?
That's not even close to what he said.
I know, but I'm guessing
if that was what he said, I'd say I agree.
Because why would he has to mean that? Please, Pickles, if you're listening,
what did this brilliant Pickles say exactly? What's the tweet?
Stand by.
I didn't take it that way at all. He didn't say that. I'm trying to make it make sense here, Pickles.
Well, I got to go find it.
All right. Well, in the meantime, let's talk about the.
I didn't have it
Let's talk about
saved.
Let's talk about
wallpaper.
A little Mel Kiper.
Right.
Oh, he found it.
All right. Love Yankee Boy and the 4-minute version of God Bless America calling the draft chime cringe. Ironic.
No, he didn't say anything that you're saying, so those are your personal opinions. This clown would rather hear the draft chime than God Bless America.
But what do you have to do with God Bless America?
But
none of it makes sense, so I'm trying to...
Don't try. Again, here you go again.
The guy's name is Pickles. He's not Albert Einstein.
Again, just like us trying to figure out Dave. Why are you trying to figure out Pickles?
Because I can't help but analyze things, okay?
No,
and I bet you Pickles will come back and say that's what he meant. Pickles, please, reach out.
Pickles,
it's
please.
At Hockey Pup.
What is it?
It's at Hockey Pup.
Oh, yeah, he sounds brilliant.
I got to be honest with you. I'm not going to say.
Well, how many followers does he have?
Oh, that shouldn't matter.
It does matter.
Stand by. 440.
All right.
And really you wasted our time with this?
Well, 440 is actually pretty good.
Yeah, well, how many do you have?
More than that, but there are people who I get into arguments with who have 12 followers.
Well, then you're an idiot.
I wouldn't disagree. All right, let's go back. Sal Powell on ESPN Radio saying the Giants are going QB hunting.
I think they're trying to move up. There's clear, all indications are that they are in a quarterback hunt.
Thanks a lot, Sal Powell. I'm going to toss it over to our special correspondent that we have, Marco Lavero. Your thoughts on what the Giants will do tomorrow?
I have confirmation from many people they will select 6th.
Anything else?
That the draft will happen on Thursday on ESPN.
Oh, very, very good. Thank you so much.
Picks will be made in the allotted 10-minute time period.
Now, here's Ryan Clark with an interesting take on what the Giants should do. See, here you go. Because this isn't spouting off facts and information. This is just a good old-fashioned take from RC.
To me, you take wide receiver Malik Neighbors. No, I think we have
not the quarterback.
Not the quarterback. Not the quarterback. Because you got to love the quarterback, right? The last time this team picked at 6, Daniel Jones was sitting there, and they picked Daniel Jones because that's the quarterback that they had to take. That's the quarterback that they settled on, and that's the reason you're in this position again. Let's not let history repeat itself. People say that success leaves footprints. Well, you know what else? Failure leaves chalked out bodies, right? So let's make good decisions based on what we've seen in our history. If the quarterback's your guy, you get him. If he's not, you pick a good player at that position.
I couldn't agree more.
And that's what I've been saying,
too. You know, a quarterback falling to you is not where you go get a quarterback.
This isn't bread and milk. It's where I need it, so it doesn't matter the quality. I need it. No, the quality matters. But if you need a quarterback and you pick the wrong quarterback, you know what? You still need a quarterback. Except now you wasted a pick and wasted a year, maybe 2, 3, finding out that you picked the wrong guy.
And you've already spent the last couple of years trying to figure out what you have with the last guy that you got.
If you want him, by all means, get him. If you're not sure, don't hang it up. Well, we needed a quarterback.
Did you guys hear that with all the recent changes to the rules in college football that Reggie Bush has gotten back his 2005 Heisman Trophy?
I did see that. I didn't care, but I did see it.
Not interested at all? I thought it was kind of interesting.
Well, I mean, how much time has to pass? It was 05.
But in the
they're saying that in the wake of what he was suspended for now, right. It's the wild, wild west. Everything's up for grabs.
Reggie Bush said to Pete Thamel, personally, I'm thrilled to reunite with my fellow Heisman winners and be a part of the storied legacy of the Heisman Trophy. I'm honored to return to the Heisman family. All the great, great, lovely men who came before me, like Orenthal, James Simpson. Just kidding, he didn't say that. I also look forward to working together with the Heisman Trust to advance values and mission of the organization. But to Reggie Bush, that's a big deal. But getting considered a Heisman Trophy winner.
You realize, though, he never gave up the trophy.
In actuality?
Yeah, he had
physically.
The trophy. Yeah. Nobody from the trust came to his house to wrestle the trophy.
But now he gets
just
to
didn't
go.
show up at the event.
And now he gets to appreciate it.
Pickles has responded.
I saw.
Oh, my God. Hold on. You said the Pickles tweet is in?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. He might have his pants around his ankles out.
Wait a minute. It says, really hope Stupid Idiot is a drop next March. Thank you. Made my day. Don is correct. Peter is also correct, always. The long version is infuriating pace of play. Yankees use faux patriotism to ice opposing pitchers.
Yeah, how's it worked out? They haven't won a World Series since 09.
I just
and also, it's not the long version, clown. There's a much longer God Bless America. It's not 4 minutes. Time yourself. In fact, do it tonight. The game's on Amazon Prime. Do it in the 7th inning. I will guarantee you the song is not 4 minutes. You're dreaming. Pickles dreaming.
No, real quick. So they always do Take Me Out to the Ball Game followed by God Bless America?
God Bless America.
God Bless America, and then Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
I will say, this is going to be very controversial. They started this in 2001.
Of course.
It's been 23 years. I think we could just go back.
Well, you know what? They from what I know,
go ahead.
They were told you can only do it on Sunday like everybody else, and George Steinbrenner said, "Stop me."
Well, I have an update. George is no longer.
Well, the Steinbrenner family feels the same way.
But that's like, is that the thing?
But then that makes it seem like that. So the Mets don't care about the country because they only do it on Sunday.
I'm just telling you that it was told to them because some teams complained. You know, my pitcher's waiting there to pitch, and nobody can throw a ball. Well, God bless America. But the Yankees said we're not stopping.
By the way, you can't throw a ball during. It's not the national anthem.
So they're saying they're more patriotic.
Yeah, but that's
baseball should say something. That it does seem unfair. But they've agreed to do it on Sunday. So it is kind of, I'm not going to agree with Pickles, but it does come across like, well, we're more patriotic than you.
No, they are.
Well, there you go. This is why you get called Yankee Boy.
I am a Yankee Boy. I've embraced it. I have a shirt. Maybe I'll wear it tomorrow. So, again, can we recap? Pickles gets all, like, sweaty and goosebumpy when he hears chimes.
It was more palms than pits.
But faux patriotism, that he doesn't like.
Yes.
But on the Glockenspiel, he's getting all aroused.
He loves it.
Okay.
Let's go to the NBA for a second, guys. Kevin Durant, his Suns
I guess we know what pickles means.
Suns find themselves down 2-0, 105-93. The Wolves win last night. And here's KD struggling to contain the T-Wolves.
More than anything, they just play great ball, you know. We trying our best to, you know, get out of those little slumps when we, you know, go on a 7-8-0 run. And I think we still try to put ourselves in position to win there. We cut to like 13, like 12, but we just couldn't get over that hump. So this team's been killing us in the third with those runs, so we got to figure that out.
Maybe if you'd gone to the Knicks, Kevin, you'd be on a team that could win. Or maybe if you didn't demand a trade out of Brooklyn, they wouldn't be in the position they're in. But instead, you forced your way to Phoenix thinking they were going to win it all. Doesn't look like it's going to happen.
And by the way, you ended up stuck dealing with a team you didn't even think you'd be thinking about.
So you regret not coming to the Knicks?
Lindor just hit another home run.
Yeah, lefty.
Well, you know what? You really jinxed him earlier off the air.
How?
Because we were talking about Lindor, and we were talking about how not good it's been. And now look what he's done.
Well, then it's a reverse jinx.
What did I say?
You said I really jinxed him.
No, you anti-jinxed him. Yeah, sorry.
Which is what I like. I like Francisco Lindor.
So now you can be happy.
I think he's overpaid, and it's contract they'll regret, but I like him.
Well, doesn't everybody already know that?
I don't know.
It goes
Steve
without
Cohen,
saying.
I guess, didn't know it.
Everybody's overpaid.
Yeah, everybody knows that you like Lindor, and he's a really good player, but the contract's absurd. And
Peter's not overpaid.
You know what? Some would say I'm
I have
underpaid.
no idea how much he makes.
I have an idea.
That'll do it for ENN, brought to you by Security Dodge Shop 24/7 at securitydodge.com during their Dodge Power Shot Days Jeep Celebration event Ram Truck Month.
In the words of Billy Joel, life is a series of hellos and goodbyes. I'm afraid it's time for goodbye again. See you, everybody.